Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today is an absolutely glorious day. So Pablo's been outside for quite a lot of today already, which is why he's absolutely knackered here just lying sleeping. But we took him out for a walk through the night when it was really quite sunny. Now Pablo does struggle with the heat quite a lot, and I'm sure a lot of other pugs will be exactly the same. They'll struggle with the heat. They're not the best at breathing in the heat. Most dogs will pant when they're hot, and it does cause them some breathing issues. For those of you who live in hot countries, you'll be attuned to having your house cool down and air conditioning and all stuff like this. Now, here in the UK, air conditioning for your house is just absolutely not there at all. We don't get hot enough to warrant having it like in hotter countries. But we do have some methods we use to keep Pablo nice and cool, and to make sure he's not overheating in the sun, and when it's a nice warm day that he isn't getting too warm. So if you've seen last video, you'll see that we tried to get Pablo now in the living room rather than the kitchen, because that's where the sun is. The first thing I would definitely say though is to get some sort of shaded area specifically for them. Now, we don't mind Pablo being in the living room and chilling like this, but I know in a lot of different circumstances people will have specific areas for their pugs, for dogs. So if they do live in like a specific room, or rooms like if he was in the kitchen, have an area that is completely shaded, out of the sun. Pugs will love to lie in the sun, but if they get too hot, they need the option of getting out of the sun. So just like now, we're out of the sun in the living room, he's absolutely fine. If you're in the house, opening windows, keeping a nice cool house, getting some air conditioning, fan, all stuff like this, just to keep the house cool. If the house is cool and he's in the shade, he's absolutely fine. Now the real issue is when you go outside the house. Now when you're in the garden it's okay, because you can just bring him straight back in when he starts to get too hot. One other thing is that we have a cool mat. Now we just got rid of that cool mat because it was folded in the cupboard and it had some mould and some weird stuff on it, so we've just thrown it out. I'll put a clip here of when he had it as a pup. So that was ideal. I don't know how exactly it worked, but when they lay on it, it was nice and cool, and you could put that either in the sun, in the shade, it didn't matter. He would always sleep on it. So we're getting him another one of them soon. Now then, when you're out on a walk, this is when they get really hot, because this is when they get excited, this is when they don't have access to shade. And I know for a fact the park we walk to, there is no shade at all. It is right in the open sunshine, it's very large, and there is nowhere for him to kind of recuperate. Just because a pug likes to lie in the sun doesn't mean they want to walk in it, because Pablo loves to sunbathe, but as soon as he has to get that motion in, he gets really hot, really panting. So when we take him out for a walk, we take two things normally with us. We always take water with us. Normally we'll put ice in here, fill it full of water, and then you can have a drink. We also have a pop-up bowl, which is actually in Chelsea's car, so I can't show you that. I will show you a clip now. So that was just when we took him out for his birthday. That was the bowl we used. It's like a little pop-up bowl. I just clip it onto my jeans and that's it. You can fold it, unfold it. So he always has access to water on a walk, because that'll keep him the coolest. When you take them for a walk though, shouldn't have said that word. We'll refer to it as a stroll. So when you take them for a stroll, what I would highly recommend is making sure you plan a journey or plan a path where there's plenty of shade. Stop at the shaded areas, let them just recover, let them cool down, and then continue on. To further avoid that though, don't take them out in the prime time heat. So walk them early in the morning when the sun's kind of just rising and there's still dew on the grass and everything like that. Take them out late at night when the sun's setting and starting to cool down. Don't take them out midday unless you absolutely necessarily have to. Try and avoid taking them out, you know, midday to like early afternoon. Try and avoid that kind of time. That way they're not going out in the brightest sun, the hottest heat, because they really will burn up very quickly. We made the mistake the other night of taking Pablo out when we thought it was quite cool and the sun was still out and it was very hot. We didn't even get to the park, turned around, came back with him because he was getting far too hot. Got everything we needed and then went back out in about an hour's time when it was a bit cooler. We had the water. Because even we do make mistakes with Pablo, you know, we learn the hard way sometimes. We didn't think it was going to be that hot, but it actually was. So what I would recommend is just being over precautious all the time. So we take water in his bowl every time we go on a walk now. If you're out on a walk and he's really heavily panting, he's throwing himself onto the ground, rolling in grass and stuff, that's them trying to cool down, because obviously the grass is quite cool, so they'll like rub their faces in it, roll on the back and stuff. Pablo never rubs his face in the grass. When he's hot, just does it straight away. I hope this video helps. I know a lot of people will probably be attuned to the sun and will already have stuff in place. So if you're like me though, I'm from the UK, then this situation doesn't come about very often, so you won't be really prepared for it. So hopefully you guys found this information helpful. Sorry for just talking at you like this and not doing a more interactive video, but I thought since it's coming up to summer, I think I should maybe get this out and, you know, just give people a few warning, because some people might not know. I know we didn't particularly know, because we got him last summer when he was a puppy and he was absolutely fine, he didn't care. Obviously now he's older, yeah. So if you did find it useful, and do drop a like on the video. Got any comments or got any other tips, drop them in the comments too so other people can read through them. And if you're new to the channel and want to see more of this little fella, then do hit that subscribe button. And as always people, peace out.